Hello everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and this is a book page from a fiction book, and I wanted to show you fun ways that you can use these in your junk journals. Somebody asked me, what do I do with a busy page from my, this is just from a regular fiction book. I tore a page out. They love the feel and the color of the paper, but they want to know what to do with the page if it's all written over in that. Okay, so I'm working on this one journal. Where is it? Here it is. This was I think I called it the backward technique, this journal. And I just glued that in, but I want to, whoops, I was going to go, where did it? Oh, okay. I'll leave a little blankness in here. Oh, here's some pages. Okay, so this page might look good here. Okay, now of course my lawn guy is right up in front of my house where I'm recording, and Sunshine is on full scale alert because lawn guy is right at the front door pretending he's the Amazon UPS guy, which really gets Sunshine going. So it's not, for those of you who heard on the podcast yesterday that Sunshine was going to the dentist, the vet dentist, yesterday for his first teeth cleaning. Mama Bear here was very nervous, but he survived the anesthesia just fine. Well, yesterday he was sort of dopey and out of it, wasn't eating and drinking that much, but today he woke up and he had one of his favorite snacks, a crunchy snack, and he ate it. Right, Sonny? Where are you? He's not here right now. And he seems to be back to his old self. He is barking rambunctiously at the guy at the door, so we're very happy about that. Okay, so one thing is you can just take a page, tear it around the edges. So there was this much white before around a typical page. And then I went ahead and inked it around the edges, and then I stenciled it. And I thought that looked cool, and I thought I want to show you guys because it's a very easy thing. Anybody can do it. A beginner can do this. Very easy beginner technique. Now I could just glue this down and just use this as an interesting page for inspection, and just somebody can look and enjoy that. I can glue it 3 ways and tuck something in here. I could do a wraparound. I could just do a million and one things with this. But I think what I'd like to do is I'm going to glue the page down. I'm going to take my old Scotch Create glue stick. Yes, I still have some. But pretty much any glue stick is going to work here. Scotch does make a new one. I think it's called Scotch Permanent Glue Stick, or it was out before and they're just sending that one instead of this one. Don't know Scotch. I don't know why he changed it. We all love the other one. But there you go. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down and then decide here what is next move. Okay, I think that looks really nice the way it is, and I hate to I'm going to do something different. I'm going to leave that right there like that is, and then I'm going to come here for another weird empty page. Okay, we'll do this. We'll take this from the beginning so you can see it. I'm going to tear out a page, and this one we're going to, so this is just a metal ruler. Sometimes it makes it easy with that sharp metal edge. I call it a tearing ruler. It's not officially a tearing ruler, it's just a metal ruler. This one happens to have cork on the back, and I've got that. So that came from the book, thank you book. And then I took I know this is fascinating, right? I took these edges and I just tore them off. Since I already had a torn edge here, I thought I might as well roll with it and just do this. But we are going to level this one up, which I didn't do with the other one. So you're going to get to see what we do with that. All right. Okay, so what did I have as ink? I had this wonderful Distress Oxide ink. And I do think I squirted it with some plain water just to wake it up a little bit. And then we get a nice dark edging on this. It just wakes everything up nicely. You can also spritz water directly onto your dauber if your dauber is heavily loaded with ink. That's a great way to also wake up the color. And oxide inks do travel well with water, so they really like water. They will wake up nicely. Hello, good morning, little paper. It's afternoon. Okay, so maybe I can put that here, but I haven't stenciled it yet. So let me do the stencil around. And I had a stencil, which of course I can't find now. That's okay though, because I'm going to use this one instead, because it's here. And found the other stencil, but it's okay. We'll use this one now, because I already did the other one like that. All right, so we have this. We're going to rub-a-dub. I'm going to go in here and stencil the edges. Can you see that? No, there we go. All right. So here we are, stenciling away. And it's just giving it some nice edging, just some prettiness. And this is easy to do. Anybody can do this, very beginner friendly again. And you don't need a million stencils, as I thought I did. You only need a few, and if you learn how to use them differently, you can get different effects from your stencils. So, and the nice thing about stencils is you buy them once and you can use them over and over and over and over again, which is kind of a good use of your crafting monetary spending. Okay, so there we go. So that looks kind of cool just as it is. Oops. Okay, so back over here. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to glue this down, but we're going to do something different with it. Not rocket science or anything, but this would help if I moved it up. Okay, so just gluing around the edges. It's pretty easy to do with the big fat glue stick. I like the big fat glue sticks. They're easier to work with for me, unless it's a tiny spot. But okay, so we have that down. That just plumb looks pretty to me already. Why would I muck it up? Okay, so what I might do is consider putting something down here. Like I have these index cards. And what I can do is I can put a couple of them on here and actually create writing space and have this be a background. Okay, so that would be the idea. Now let me see the wizardry of my non-measuring techniques here. This is what I'm going to do. All right, I did have a ruler, I thought. Wasn't I just tearing something with a... Yeah, here it is. Okay, so I think I want it to sit inside the narrowest place. It's probably going to be just about half of these. Well, at least to there, and then maybe to there. Okay, so I'm going to square this off, put my little shreds over there. And where's my little mark? There it is. Okay. All right, there's no secret that this is a... There's no secret this is an index card cut in half, but that's okay. Maybe I'm going to cut off these two red lines in the top so it doesn't look quite so much like an index card. Maybe more like note paper or lined paper. So under here. A glue ball, imagine that. Okay. We're just going to shave this off with the beloved craft knife. Don't forget to retract. Save your fingers. Now this should fit nicely. Okay, here and here. We could separate them and you'd have two little spaces to write. Although I think I'm going to conjoin them. Maybe we'll see. Maybe just a little bit apart. But I am going to ink. Yeah, I'll just make them two separate things. It'll be fine. They have two places to write something. So what you can do is add a version of lined paper. This lined paper could also be college rule paper, or you could just draw some lines on paper with a ruler and a pen or a pencil, and then just attach these. So now all of a sudden this busy page becomes the frame. And this is kind of cool. In the middle it says, "Cricket clapped her hands, I love secrets." And that's just kind of a cool thing to peep through there. So sometimes you'll get lucky and something neat pops out in the middle. All right, so let's put this on here. And that's pretty easy peasy, right? There's no rocket science here. And the whole thing about junk journaling is you just have fun along the way. And every little step of the way is just a little bit of fun. And that's a-okay in my books. Okay, here we go. There we are. Okay, There we go. Okay, so now if you wanted to amp this page up a little bit more, I would say come along with another, maybe you could do this. You could do a couple of things. You could just do the edging on the pages to amplify, to give it some crispness and some distinction. Then you can even come in and you can do a little stenciling over the top of, and let's see what that's like. I need the brush one, which is right. I know, I have faith. It is close. Do you see it? Is it right in front of my face? Probably. Let me move my book. Nope. By the stencils? No. By the stencil I used? Back in its little house? No. Okay, great. You can't have gone far. Now, where are you? Here you are. Oh, I saw you. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so this one, flower, I might just actually go right over that edge. And you could do a different color. Maybe I will do a different color. Yeah, right after I've searched for an hour to find that, I'll now use this one. I think this is the pink one. Or we could do purple. Worn lipstick. Let's do worn lipstick. I have a feeling this is like brownie pink because I've polluted it so much, and this is already half polluted, so let's just cross-pollinated. Did I say polluted? I meant cross-pollinated. Okay, I'm going to take this right up to cover the corner, and I'm going in here like this. Yeah, I'm putting this little, I think it's a rose. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's kind of pretty, right? And you could do like a little counter one down here. We need more color. Just to balance it. Could be a big one up top and a small one down here, and that gives you that. And that's just kind of pretty. And you could even do more. Yes, you could. You could take this one, and this is the one that we went around on the outside, and we could do something with the pink and that. So let's try that for fun, just because we're having fun. One easy thing you could do, go to the counter page, the opposite page, and you take an element from this page and you put it on this page. You can still use this page over here for writing, but I'm just putting some extra design on it. Somebody can write over this very easily. It's not obscuring the area they can write, but it just gives it that sort of softness, a little bit of wispy, flowery fun. That who doesn't love a little of that, right? Right. Okay, so we got that going. That's very pretty. Do a little of that down here. Anywhere you see an area it needs a little bit more, up to whatever you think a little bit more means. You are the designer of your journal, so you take it to the level you want. That's pretty. Okay, very nice. Okay, so then I'm going to take, where are we? This guy. And we're just going to emphasize his edge a little bit. So I'm extra fussing on these pages so you can just see where you can take these ideas and run with them. So amp them up a little bit. Maybe I want to emphasize this a little bit more. Okay. Come down the middle, emphasize that, dark it all down a little bit. And I could take this and lightly brush over the top, picking up the hills and the wrinkles from this coffee dyed paper, which just makes it look kind of cool. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so now I think I'm going to maybe get some buttons. I don't know, I'm feeling button compelled at this moment. I'm gonna go in and get a little handful of, I don't know what I got. Let's see what I got. Many of these go with this color scheme. Well, that's kind of pretty. That might look nice up there. We could use that one there. It'd be nice if it was a nice flat one. Okay, you're very flat. Oh, we like you a lot. Oh, and you have a nice side there. That looks kind of cool. That looks kind of cool. Could also put that there. I could put that in the corner. Put it over here. I think I'm going to put it here. I like that idea. It's a very flat and friendly button at this moment. Maybe I'm going to put it here. Yeah, that's where I'm going to put it, right there in the center of that rose. There, and I'm going to put it on this side. The glue, and you're down. There we go. So now we have done that. And now I've got 7,000 buttons sitting here looking at me. Okay, I don't need to right now. I think one button was good. But sometimes you need to see a bunch of buttons to get one button that really works. And what is that? Oh, that's interesting. I have this chain of buttons. It wasn't anything fancy. I just took some buttons and I got a big-eyed needle and I threaded this torn coffee-dyed bedsheet in a strip and tied these buttons on in different ways and means. But I think the fact that this button is here, I could finally use this because I've had it forever and it's saying, use me for something, for gosh sakes. Don't make me feel like I was created for nothing. I think I'm going to put it as a page edge there. That's what I think I'm going to do. Okay, so now I need the glue again. All right, so it's going to pick up from the design of the button on the other side, and it's just going to say, hey, you think you're a button all cute and fancy. Well, look at us. That's right, so the bottom button, and maybe hang off the edge. And I don't mind if they flop out a little bit. That's okay. Okay, you want to go that way? You can go that way. We'll all go this way. Okay, there. And you are the top button, Chief. You are right there, hanging off the edge. You got like a nub, so we're going to hang the nub off the end. Okay, you have to stay, though. You can't be running around, running amok. You have to find your location in life. There it is. Your location and vocation. There we go. Oh, you need an anchor. Will it make a little bumpy there? Yeah, sure, but that's okay. You can. It's all right. So it's not going to be perfectly flat page, but it will work well. And then I'm going to take my scissors and snip that off. There. So now I have this. I don't know what this is, so I'm just going to remove it. It's tied up in there somehow. So that's what we got. That's kind of cool, isn't it? And we could go even further. Let me see. We're taking it to the nth degree. We know not what we're doing. We're going in boldly. That's all I can tell you. So I picked some colors I thought might marry well with this design. I feel like this is a nice color, and the pink is a nice color. Let's see. And this white, this creamy white is very nice as well. But let's just see if this flows. Let's hope it flows. Oh, it does. Okay. All right, we're just going to go with the top of this. I'm not obscuring their writing area. Maybe I'll do the same on the bottom. Can you see? Yep. Okay, I hope you're all doing well. You're having fun and relaxing with your paper. Probably a good idea to close your scissors and get them out of the way of your crafting so you don't nip off an appendage unintentionally. We wouldn't want that, no. Okay, so we have that. And maybe I'll do a big blotch there beside Cricket. And I Love Secrets. That's kind of cute. And we could even do some in between. Maybe we'll do like little 4 dots or something like that. Like some like intermittent image here that keeps showing up in between the buttons for no reason known other than they're there. And then if you really want to go to town, because I do, you just come right down here and you do down, up, 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 and you really make this a dramatic, scenic page where somebody can write here. They can write here thoughts and prose and quotes and memories. And all right, we want to do it across the top too and make it super, extra, super duper special. Sure, why not? What is this? This is liquid pearls in rose gold. There you go. Okay, so that's what that is. And you can get these in all sorts of different colors. I've got some links on my Amazon page. But you can find these on Amazon or Etsy or, you know, any of those new places that are all fun and fancy. Like Temu and Alibaba? No, AliExpress. And, but do what makes your heart sing. Yes. Okay. So maybe I want to put one on this corner and that corner. Oh, I just stuck my fingers in it. Yep. I could feel it. Yep. Let me fix these and make them back again. Okay. And it's okay if you blop it a little bit. Like it didn't go perfectly. It's okay. Yeah, you can't beat yourself up. No, you carry on, you keep crafting. That's what we do. Okay, that's our deal. No matter what happens, you just carry on and keep crafting. So that is that page. So let's just move this aside because I don't want to, if I close that, it's not dry. And we know what's going to happen. So I'm just going to put it over there. But that doesn't mean we can't play with another book page. So let us grab another book page. Very nice. Okay. And maybe this time I do want to edge it again. I like that look. I think it's very, it is very, yeah, it's rustic and vintage and old school, scroll-like. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Okay. So there are other things we can do to mask some of the writing on here. And I am going to go around and ink the edges because I just think that's a cool look. So give me 2 seconds to do that. And then what I would like to do is possibly obscure and collage. So that will be the next plan. It's called officially now obscure and collage. Yes. So we have a lot of text on this page.